High Court judge retires and a Supreme Court judge retires, they immediately look for either some alternative, being adding some benches here and there. Somebody goes to NGT, somebody goes to NHRC, somebody goes to some other place. There are various TDs, various organizations, commissions and all. I come to this conclusion in my own research that instead of getting these appointments and even allowing them to deal with arbitrations, there should be a cooling off period for these judges. 3 to 5 years where they just train the judges here. What will happen if they get such a training? If the judges from trial court get the training from the judges of Supreme Court and High Court, we may understand the standard of justice delivery would improve. Because the method which is applied at higher courts, highest court of country, are different from the methods applied at the trial court level. At highest court, we will still find there is compassion, dispassion, and honesty. But at lower level, the time lagging behind justice is too much. The basic application, simple application of mind is mostly absent, in my own experience. And sometimes even lawyers get frustrated because of that. So my first suggestion would be in this regard that there should be a cooling off period for the judges. And with regard to legal aid, as Sir rightly projected and we were discussing in the morning itself while having coffee together, today's legal aid system, people are getting paid a very meager sum of 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 depending on the cases, type of cases and depending on which court they are appealing. Will this kind of money would be suffice to sustain oneself in a city like Delhi? So what justice do we believe that they would do to the public, to the recipient of their services? So I believe in one thing, instead of getting the number high by having served 10 lakh people, paying 2,000 rupees per case, I would believe that you better serve only 1 lakh people and pay them high. And there should be a mechanism which is defined, well thought of, scientific in nature, where people can have a feedback. On the basis that should be adopted. And of course, the youth is required to help in this. Like in many of the areas, back in 1965, it was mandatory for every student to join NCC. Because NCC brings discipline. So similarly, law students can be enlightened into legal aid services in their initial 2-year, 3-year period. And after that, they can be housed in different places. So this kind of mechanism is required to be adopted somewhere, and this is where legal reforms to the nature, legal reforms not only qua delay, but also qua the justice delivery.